Why can't we lower the rims and let the girls dunk on each other?
You know what people don't talk about, and it's crazy that I would be the one to say this?
Beyonce owes country music
A Grammy?
a Grammy.
You think that's real?
I don't know. There's a whole lot there that I want to say, but I'm not going to say because I don't want to get canceled.
So you made it through all of his friends already.
What's up?
Adam's grandparents are actually
Dead. 'Cause I got you for the rest of my life. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. No, just another podcast. Welcome back
to the Average
to
Golf
Two
Club.
Guys Between Two Ferns. What?
That's a good show.
Is it still on?
I don't know. I feel like it was like a clip.
Who bought Hot Ones? He sold.
He did sell.
Yeah, who bought it?
Wasn't it like an investment firm?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I have no idea.
Jamie, can you pull that up? You know what? Have you done the voice talk on ChatGPT?
No.
Hey ChatGPT, who bought Hot Ones?
In December 2024, BuzzFeed sold First We Feast, the studio behind Hot Ones, for $82.5 million. The buyers included Soros Fund Management, podcast producer Crooked Media, Mythical Entertainment, and Hot Ones host Sean Evans.
Oh, so the host bought it.
I wonder if he bought like
some rights
to it.
just
his
to
own
kind of
rights.
hold ownership.
I would assume so, yeah. Because I mean, it was his baby, and
Yeah.
he didn't make. He wasn't just an employee.
Isn't that crazy how this sounds like just a human talking to you?
Yeah, it is strange. How much did that cost?
Chat, I think it's like what, $10 a month?
Oh, is that on the Divot
This
Dudes
is a
card?
Divot Dudes count. Anyway,
So we have a big week this week.
we do have a big week this week.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening?
I don't know.
Yeah, wait, what? Do we?
I was just hoping you would say something. I have no idea.
I think it's a very normal
Sometimes
week.
they just like throw a line out there to see
Yeah,
if
I'm
something
like, you're
takes.
so right, dude.
Yeah, we do have a big
sold
week.
our Jeep. I don't know.
That is a big day.
That's huge.
I can't believe someone bought the Jeep that you sold that hardly even works.
I know that thing did not make it back to their house.
We had a bet going. What is it? Was it $3,600? What was it?
I think it said 35 or 6.
35. And I said, no way you get more than $2,500. It needs like a new tail light. Doesn't have a glove box. The cylinder's misfiring.
Yeah,
it doesn't have a top.
It like if you get more than 40 miles per hour, it's just like starts like
It's doing the Jeep death wobble. But
Yeah.
you sold it for more than $3,500.
yeah, $4,600. Yeah, it's a good
So
deal.
I owe you what?
Oh yeah, we need to.
Yeah, no.
I need to do better about like getting some sweepstakes added to these bets.
We had some handshake bets going on.
Yeah.
Shout out to those guys.
Speaking of handshake bets, so when you were at Alabama, when I was at Auburn, we always had a bet on every time Auburn would play Alabama in any sport.
Yeah, well, I think it was usually just football and basketball.
Yeah,
mainly,
we wouldn't.
What other sports are there?
I mean, equestrian, dude.
We don't even have we only had a club equestrian.
And neither of us. I mean, did you keep up? You obviously kept up with baseball when you were there.
Yeah,
But I didn't.
did.
So
but we weren't good. So like there was.
Yeah, I don't think we were. Maybe we were some,
No.
but yeah. So we have all these bets right now. We got number 1 and number 3, right? You're on number 3.
Yeah, it's next Saturday though.
Yeah,
it's not this Saturday.
Which that's when this comes out 2 days after that, right?
Yeah. Wait, when are we posting these?
This comes out 3, 4, 5 days after that.
Yeah.
So this just happened. We've got a bet on the Auburn-Alabama
I can't
game.
believe Alabama won.
No shot, dude. There's no way.
Freaking what's his name? Broom.
Janai, I think is how you say his name.
Janai Broom.
Janai
Joni
Broom.
I'm gonna call him Joni. So
It looks like Joni.
But he's second currently for Player of the Year votes.
He's very good. For something about it makes me think he won't be good in the NBA for some
He
reason.
reminds me of those old men that are in the YMCA. It's just like know their craft so well, and you can't guard him in the pose because he's doing the same like step through hook, left and right. Like that's his game, and he's good at it.
That I mean, you immediately have a guy picture in your mind when you say that too,
Yeah.
because like everybody knows that guy.
Ryan McEnany's dad.
Ryan McEnany's dad growing up. There's a guy at the YMCA here who's the same way. He's not even tall. He's like probably 35, but he just scores layup every time. But yeah, he's like that. He's just a utility guy.
Yeah.
Which Charles Barkley was probably that way in college, right? And then he worked out really well in the NBA.
Have you listened to the TikToks of like Charles Barkley's and Shaq's like most sus moments on TikTok?
No,
They're
I really
like,
want to.
have you not seen these?
Should we watch one right now?
And Shaq's like, Chuck is like, yeah, man, them little kids are coming.
Oh,
Have you not seen these?
Dude,
oh,
no.
dude. Roll the clip. We
All
gotta
right,
find.
we'll do it. I'll get
I
the
think it's
screen
Chuck.
recorded
It's
on
Chuck's sus moments.
Chuck sus
Or
moment.
Charles Barkley. I don't know if he'll come up with Chuck, but yeah.
Them young boys coming.
They are down 3 games to 2.
I'm kind of juggling two balls right here. Because on one hand, I'm
that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm really proud of what the Grizzlies. He just banging and banging and banging. When a guy's banging you, you spin off of him. Those are the worst defenders to play against, actually, because if you can feel their body, come on.
18 points for Joker, only nugget. You see that coming from that camera angle. I was like, oh, no, man.
Speaking of coming, I want to time out. Whoa! Pause, ladies and gentlemen. I will call it myself.
Chuckster, we're live.
Because I almost had a couple accidents with the soap at hotels.
In what way?
Well, when I was washing a part of my body, I almost had a little incident.
What the heck are you talking about?
I almost had a little incident with those lip bars of soap.
They know, dude.
They're actually hitting out there. What on?
What, Shaq, dude? That's
Have you? One of my favorite clips of all time is Kenny pushing Shaq into the Christmas tree.
Draw double teams, get fouled, get people. See, here he is.
Oh yeah, that's so good.
Hands down
Pushes
the
him,
best
takes
one.
off running.
That dude's like 400 pounds laying on the ground. How does that man get up?
I know that's you can kill a man from falling that far up in the air.
I don't think they ever thought that show would be that successful and that
It's
funny,
insane.
but it's so freaking funny.
I thought they were done. Wasn't this their last year or something like
I
that?
don't think so. I hope not.
For some reason, I thought I remember seeing that show was ending, and now they just keep. I wonder, what's the show called?
It's just TNT basketball post game or something. TNT Chuck and Shaq
Inside the
the
NBA.
NBA.
Oh, yeah, no. Good for the 25-26. I don't know why. I felt like I remember seeing like an outro thing for you. Oh, games are no longer airing on TNT. So TNT must have lost their NBA contract. But they're still doing that show.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't been watching too much of the NBA because I've been watching so much of the WNBA right now.
Dude, some really good competition going on in the WNBA.
The low lights. So, the reason why we watch NBA is because of who? The WNBA.
NBA?
Excuse me, the
WNBA.
WNBA.
It's
because of one person.
We're going to say the same person?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Angel Reese, obviously.
So, she does something very unique when she shoots the ball. So her lowlights have been all over my FYP right now.
Yeah, she airballs it.
No, but as righties, you step with your right foot forward to
Is
shoot.
she a left foot forward?
She's a lefty, but shoots with her right foot forward. And so all the air balls make sense now. She has more turnovers the last 3 games than she does assists.
Actually?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like 17 turnovers.
Dang.
It's good stuff. Anyway,
So is she actually bad?
I mean, no, she's averages a double-double. She averages like...
Really? So, I mean, height-wise, is she way taller than most WNBA players?
For
really?
Sure. Well, there's a couple of them that are really tall, but
Really?
she's unique.
out there.
Unique.
Curious
But all right,
if
so
she-
going to the WNBA, this is something that I want to bring up because I think they've talked about it before, lowering the rims.
Yeah.
The same thing why the college baseball players and high school baseball players don't play on the same size field that
Yeah.
softball players play on.
Yeah, right.
The college baseball field is 400 feet.
Yeah.
College softball field is 220 feet.
Yeah.
They use a smaller bat. They use the same size bat that a 10 to 12-year-old boy would use.
Yeah, that's not a dig. It's just
No,
they
but-
do that for a reason.
Well, there's 50-plus home runs a game or in a season in softball. It's entertaining.
Right.
Why can't we lower the rims and let the girls dunk on each other?
Yeah. And to that point, going to softball games in college were actually fun.
Yeah, because they're on a smaller field, 60-foot
competitive.
bases or 40-foot bases, 45-feet bases.
Shorter.
Little league bases, just like 12-year-old boys would play when we did growing up. But it's so fast. The girls are strong. They hit bombs. And it's so much fun to watch some girl just juice a 400-foot bomb that's out into the parking lot.
It really is.
It wouldn't be fun watching them go on a baseball field.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like they already they're talking about maybe it's demeaning or something to say lower the rims, but the reality is there's already a whole separate league for
They
women.
use different balls.
So if it's demeaning to lower the rims, it's demeaning to have a separate league in general.
So might as well
But
let's make it entertaining. If
Right.
Ticket Rev shares an issue and the ticket sales isn't a thing, let's make it a more entertaining game.
yeah,
Let's make it more fast paced. Let the girls dunk on each other.
yeah, I agree. But but what's cool is someone comes along and is actually next level good.
Yeah.
It changes the game. So
And Caitlin Clark was
Caitlin Clark.
robbed of an Olympic spot. She was on the Olympic team. She was absolutely robbed. And the funniest part is that coach in the middle of the Olympic run's like, yeah, we probably messed up there. Hate to see it.
How did the Olympics go for them? I didn't see it. Did we win?
I don't know. No, the guys won gold. You don't watch. You didn't know that?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I knew they won gold. I was just testing you.
8th straight Olympic gold.
Yeah,
wow, they won by 1 point against France. Dang. Yeah, no, she got robbed. Have you seen, Jimmy High Roller, the YouTuber?
No.
He does like all these really entertaining like mini documentaries on different things, and so he did one talking about Caitlin Clark, and statistically, unless I remember this wrong, she's statistically already the best female basketball player of all time.
She's the most exciting basketball player to watch.
Really though?
She's Steph Curry on the WNBA.
Yeah, which
Steph Curry changed the game of basketball. Mm-hmm. Caitlin Clark's changing the game of basketball.
Yeah. And it's cool because it's making girls like when those players come along, it elevates the entire league because then people kind of realize, oh, you can do that. Like if you watch that clip of Michael Jordan dribbling the ball behind his back and then catching it in one hand, like the most basic move for us nowadays.
Yeah. Still loose. Michael comes back for the ball. Jordan wraparound dribble. I can't explain what he just did.
I saw it too, and I can't.
He wrapped it around from his right hand to his right hand. I've never seen that in all my days.
But at the time, the commentators were like, oh my gosh, what is this sorcery? Did I say LeBron? I meant Michael Jordan. Did I say Michael?
You said Michael.
Okay, yeah. Michael Jordan, what did he just do? Sorry. I
don't know if I like that. That was
We're sitting very close.
That was like what my wife does.
Oh, okay. Michael Jordan dribbles behind his back, and like at the time, people didn't go behind the back, but now you see that, and you're like, oh yeah, you can do that, and people expound on that creativity. So same thing with Caitlin Clark, like you're saying, like now other WNBA players and young female players will see that and be like, oh, like I can just throw up step backs and stuff like that.
I will say now, I think the NBA is getting kind of crazy where 75% of the shots are just 3-pointers.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching college basketball more. I don't know. It's probably a hot take, but same with college football. It's just more team environment, in my opinion. A lot of the NBA is just one-on-one, throw a shot up, and LeBron, AD, who's getting traded to who, Luka's going to the Lakers.
Dude, yeah, I think that the NBA's issue is that they need the next, Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. And they keep trying to find players because, like, what happens is the media kind of latches on and like promotes this one player, and if they're really, really good, it pans out, and people watch and want to see them play. But like LeBron's about to be done.
You got Bronny James.
That's a good point. He could pan out.
Yeah, he's nepo baby.
He could pan out. Dude. He might, maybe, dude.
Yeah, there's that. Well, the next crop we thought it was gonna be Zion. Thought it was gonna be Ja Morant.
Yeah.
There's been some off the court issues for both.
Yeah.
Staying healthy, so I don't know. But panning to other successful women, Taylor Swift.
Wow,
her boyfriend is playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh, dude, good for him.
Yeah,
finally doing something.
So who do you think's gonna win Super Bowl? Chiefs are going for a 3-peat.
I mean, I think the Chiefs will win. I would like to see the Eagles win, though.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see the Eagles win because Saquon's on the Eagles.
Yeah, sure.
And it would be cool to see him get into the Super Bowl because he's playing lights out. He should be the NFL Player of the Year, in my opinion, coming off bad injuries. But it's hard to beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
It really is. Do you not care much for Jalen Hurts anymore because he left Alabama?
No, I like Jalen. I think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. I don't think he's anywhere like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Why does Patrick Mahomes get so much hate?
Because he talks like freaking Kermit the Frog.
It's just because his voice sounds funny, actually?
I don't know. I think he's just people hate when people are good. Why does everybody hate LeBron? Why does everybody hate Kobe? They hate people that are good at sports.
Right. At least like with LeBron, some people, I mean, he hasn't done much, but like a lot of times that hate, they at least have one kind of thing they can pick on, but like Patrick Mahomes doesn't talk much outside of football.
And I'm sure there's also some other things that they probably hate on, but I'm not going to bring it up here. But, so yes, that's coming this Sunday. Them kids are coming. Them young boys are coming.
Young boys are coming this Sunday. But yeah, no, I think it would be cool to have seen the Eagles win but as much hate as the Chiefs get, it's cool to just be alive and see really good teams and players happen. Yeah. So it's cool to be like, yeah, I remember when they won 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3-peat's history. So like that's just someone will probably never do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
just like Shohei Ohtani in the 50-50 club.
Yeah,
that Connor thinks a gimmick.
I don't think it's a gimmick. It's obviously a big deal, but I think it's just not the biggest deal in baseball. We've done this before.
So I'm gonna tell a personal story real quick. So I do a lot of stuff on eBay, as you know. It's my little side hustle, and I was selling this item that's worth $600 fair and share, $600. And I got the strangest offer. I've never gotten a low ball this low in my life. Someone sent me a message. It's like, hey, can you do $20? So I sent back. I counted off. I have the item listed at 600. I counted offered 900. 300 over, and the guy goes, a little too pricey. He sent me a message back with another count offer. All I can do is $10.
Bro's just having a good day for it.
I said thanks for the laugh, and I just declined it. But I was like, I've never experienced something like that in my entire life.
You're like, you know what? You drive a hard deal.
Yeah, actually $9.99. You got to do it. No, I did message back. It's like, dude, lowest ask was $21. You missed out. I sent that back and said thanks for the laugh. ... Smiley face. But that was hilarious. I've never had I've been doing eBay for 8 years. I've never had someone do something like that in my life.
That's funny.
It's hilarious.
Does eBay? Can you still like bid on eBay?
Yeah. So it's just bidding. You can do either bidding or buy it now.
Okay.
But
okay.
This came up because I follow a lot of card shops, like baseball cards. I have a lot over here. But someone was tagging in them. They had an offer. They had a card signed by, I don't know who it was, freaking Gunnar Henderson or something, and it was listed for $2,500. And they said this person messaged them saying, hey, would you do like $500 and I'll also give you a 2-year subscription to my OnlyFans for free?
Oh my god!
I was like, is this what the world has come to? I don't know. It said my husband. It said like M/M. So I don't know what that means. Male on male.
Sounds right.
I don't know. So I was like, but they put that on Twitter and I was like, this is sad.
You think he took
so
the deal?
what's more get get that?
Oh, dude, surely he took that deal.
Should we talk about the hats we're wearing?
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. They are good hats.
This is the Waggle.
Should I take the sticker off?
Well,
it's so shiny.
Yeah. This is the Waggle Azalea collection. So it's the spring major of the PGA Golf Tournament. For those who know, it's the Masters. We're wearing a couple items from their drop, and it's live right now. You can either go on the app in the app store, or you can go to getyourwaggleon.com and use our code DD10 to get 10% off this hat, t-shirts, polos.
Dude, yeah, this drop is sweet. Some cool stuff.
Dude, we got to bring something up that we haven't talked about in person.
Oh man,
but I'm very disappointed. Not you're not in trouble, but I know it happens when you have a kid. We haven't played PlayStation together since you had a kid.
Dude,
I was just glancing at my PlayStation.
Dude, I haven't even hooked it up to my TV.
It's sad. Because they even bought you a new headset so we could play.
I know. Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing because it's like your day is just so much more full. Yeah, I know it's tough.
I mean, you can always put her down in bed and we can hop on the sticks.
I do, yeah.
Going off this, so me and my brother are playing in like an online dynasty. I got invited to play. This is college football dynasty. And we asked you to be in it because you could be Auburn, but you said you were too busy with the baby at the time because he started back in like August.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
I feel like I don't remember a thing from August.
I don't know the guys we're playing with. I just know my brother and some of his friends. But I'm Alabama. We're playing in the dynasty. Like play the whole season. You play against each other as a team. So like when we play the Iron Bowl, we'd be playing head to head online.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. So I'm in the semifinals last night, playing against Andrew's friend.
So you made it through all of his friends already.
What's up?
Them young boys coming.
No, but I'm playing against. This is the semifinal, so the winner goes to the national championship, and it's against my brother. And
are you Bama?
Yeah, so like we're all alma maters.
Okay, cool.
I'm playing Notre Dame, and this dude is cheeks. I'm up like 33-3 in this first quarter. It's this guy can quit anytime, and we have it set. I don't know why he did this, but it's like 15-minute quarters, so it's a long game.
Full day.
It took me an hour and a half to play last night. But at halftime, it was like 58-22.
I feel like with 15-minute quarters, you can score a lot of freaking touchdowns on PlayStation.
And that's why I thought he was just going to quit. The last guy I played that was live quit. Just like, all right, I think you're going to win this. That's great. Like, I would love that. It's 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
It was 90-44, and the dude will not stop playing. And he's griefing at the end. He's like just drawing off sides. He's waiting for the clock to go down. He's so salty that I'm beating him so bad.
What?
Bro wouldn't quit.
What? That's a lot, dude. 90?
No, I put up 90 points. It was 90-28 or something like that.
I don't think it's probably not even at that point. It's not even statistically possible in the fourth quarter for him to come back.
No, so I was like, dude, just give it up. I want to go to bed. And he just made me play out the whole game. And he got kicked for griefing.
What is griefing?
Just running through my offensive line, drawing offsides. I'm like, at this point, just quit.
This is one of your brother's friends?
Yeah.
They need to have a conversation.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
But that was my PlayStation story.
There's like a good hour and a half of your life that guy owes you.
You know who else owes someone something? Beyonce owes country music
a Grammy.
A Grammy.
Give that thing back. The Grammys are weird, dude.
Freaking staged.
We can roast the
bro.
Grammys. We have no affiliation.
It's rigged. It's so frustrating. Cowboy Carter doesn't get a single nomination for any CMA album award, but yet she wins the award for Best Country Album.
According to freaking who?
Her husband, who made a huge deal last year, not winning album. She's never won Album of the Year.
That's ridiculous.
It's just a slap in the face.
So she won Album of the Year.
Country Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter.
What's with the whole Beyonce thing of like everyone gets up and thanks Beyonce? Have you seen that?
I don't know, man.
You think that's real?
Thank you, Beyonce. You're amazing. Yeah.
The fact that Beyonce made a country record changed the game. So thank you.
Beyonce.
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time.
Thank you to Beyonce. Thank you to Beyonce.
I also have to say thank you to Beyonce, just so that way we keep the guest community safe. Someone had to.
I don't know. There's a whole lot there that I want to say, but I'm not going to say because I don't want to get canceled.
I thought it was, well, I'm just asking the question. Like, I thought it was fake. And then literally last night, what's her head? Billy Cyrus' daughter, Miley Cyrus, gets up and was like, oh, I might just say Beyonce.
Anyways, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody just loves Beyonce. It's a cult.
You think it's they just like her? I mean, I think there's something going on there.
Like what?
I don't know. You can let us know in the comments.
But she shouldn't have won Album of the Year. And she also won something else that Billie Eilish should have won. She had like 1.9 billion streams to Beyonce's like 500,000 streams or something like that.
That's what's weird. That's what's weird about the Grammys is it's just all subjective to the people who select. Like
13,000 voters.
Like, I love Brothers Osborne music. I probably prefer it to Dan and Shay, but Brothers Osborne won, like, country album of the year over Dan and Shay when Dan and Shay, like, had the most streams of any country song of all time.
Yeah.
And it was like, what?
Dan and Shay was my first dance song.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
You were there.
That's right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Which song was it?
'Cause I got you for the rest of my life. That song?
For some reason, I don't know why, but I still don't know what song that is.
Well, I can't play because we'll get DMAC'd.
That was a really good rendition.
Well, there's a reason why one of us came here to Nashville for music. Sure wasn't me.
Well, it must not have been that good. Cause
well, you got further than I ever did in music.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Adam's grandparents are actually
dead. But they were professional musicians. They're actually professional opera singers.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So it's in there somewhere.
Them young boys are in there.
Young boys in there. Should we react to some more things?
Oh, yeah. This is my opinion, the best job in the whole entire world. You know what yours would be?
What is the best job in the world?
Yeah, I got mine.
Opinion? All right. Do you want to say yours first?
I'll go first. So I can kind of give you a realm of what I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah.
Backup quarterback. NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Like Chase Daniels. He's been in the league for 12 years, made $60 million, and maybe gotten hit 20 times. It's a dream job.
That's what's interesting is, like, do you think you have to be, like, is the backup quarterback that much better than the third string quarterback?
Some rosters keep 3 quarterbacks, so you're still a backup quarterback. But I think it's also politics involved, too, of the coaches who's going to want them as a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I was offense coordinator and you were my quarterback in college, I'm keeping you on the roster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So I think it kind of comes down to who's who. But dream job for sure.
I mean, yeah, that'd be sick because you're never getting hit in practice. You rarely have any pressure on you. Like the rare occasion that your starter gets hurt, and you're really not expected to do.
There's no expectations for them to go out there and be like succeed and win Super Bowls. You're
if
just there.
Yeah. If you play good, it's like, oh my gosh, that's the best quarterback.
And then maybe you get a shot to get a chance somewhere else.
Yeah, which would be a bummer because then you're not a backup anymore.
But I think that and then.
What's crazy is they're even getting deals now. Did you see it? I think it was like
it's the backup. Josh Dobbs did it.
Farmers or
I don't know what that commercial.
The
was.
one with the hot tub. Can I get a hot tub? State Farm, right? To State where you're backup. Wasn't that the whole deal? No, it's not State Farm.
It's not State Farm.
But it's an insurance company, and so now even backup quarterbacks are getting big time deals.
Let me call in the backup.
Maybe we should change it up.
Now I got it.
Keenum, get loose.
Here we go. Daddy's got this.
Hey, you got us this far. Keenum's gonna finish the drive.
You got it. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That's awesome. That's a good.
It's a dream job. What would be your dream job?
I guess teams don't have backup kickers.
They do. They're just on the practice squad.
Yeah, you're just getting. I mean, that's still like $700,000 a year.
250,000 is league minimum for a practice squad.
NFL?
Yeah.
Oh, for practice squad.
Yeah. Active rosters like
750.
But if you're on practice squad, you're not on active roster.
That's still. I'd take 250, bro. That's sick.
And the pension's crazy too. I think they match. You can put in like 30,000. They match up to full price or something.
That's awesome.
Professional baseball players or football, all professional sports, retirement pensions and stuff is absurd. You work in the MLB for 10 years, serve 10 years service, you get full pension.
Yeah, for real. I don't know if this is a real job, but have you ever seen The Great Gatsby?
The Wolf of Wall Street? Yeah, I have seen The Great Gatsby.
Same vibe. The Great Gatsby, I think his job was literally he was just a front for banks, right? Like he was they just gave him all this money to look super wealthy and have events and stuff, and he was just like to show like that the banks are legit.
Outside of Lord Farquaad, what actor would you want to portray you in a movie?
Is Lord Farquaad an actor?
He's an actor in Shrek.
I'd probably go with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Okay, cut that.
Why? He's a good-looking dude.
No, someone that resembles you, just like Lord Farquaad.
Do I? I mean, it sucks because it's true. It wouldn't hurt if it wasn't true. Actual, like someone I think I look like?
Yeah. Or someone that you get recognized as by people like, oh, are you?
When I was younger and I had a shaved face, people would say the guy from like Smallville, the one that played Superman. When I was on, and I'm just saying that I'm not saying I look like these attractive actors.
You're allowed
I'm just
to.
saying
I know
people
what you're
have
trying
told
to
me
do.
this.
I know. This is...
When I was on, me and Emily were on that cruise, and all the people working there were from Bali, so they're all Indonesian. And one guy called me Chris Evans every day. He came and was like, "Oh, Chris Evans." So in the face, he thinked I looked like him. So I'd be cool with him playing me as an actor. It's obviously an upgrade.
So you know the centaur from Narnia?
Yeah,
that's me. That's what I look like.
Bro.
When I used to have hair and a beard.
Dude, I think you might be right.
I am right. I'm 100% right.
That's so funny.
The centaur is the half man, half horse guy. Or is it a horse?
Tumnus?
What is it?
Is his name Tumnus?
Mr. Tumnus, yeah.
Tumnus?
Mr. Tumnus. Back when I had curly hair, I was Mr. Tumnus.
Yeah, dude. You know that, bro. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it looks just like me.
Hey, bro,
this is back when I had curly hair.
Dude.
Is he?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's in high demand for centaurs. He's the #1 centaur actor I've ever seen.
Yeah, that worked out. Glad he found that career.
Everybody, this is making his podcast debut, Denver Dog McLean. He's a 5.5-year golden retriever. He loves to eat socks. He loves to play fetch. Doesn't return the ball, and he loves to sleep on the sofa. Denver, how you feeling today?
He's probably a better golfer than me. Bro, he's got a big head. Does he have a bigger head than most golden?
I think he's got a blockhead. So
big.
these are what's wrong? Something in your ears? Oh, come on, tell me about it.
Dude, I know they're like domesticated a lot, but I think if I heard that noise in the dark at night in the woods, I'd freak out.
This is his favorite thing.
Like, you couldn't tell me that was not some animal that was about to eat me if I was in the woods.
It's his gargoyle sound.
But in reality, it's just like the chillest.
He's done that. He wouldn't hurt a fly. No. LeBron needs to shave his head. He needs to let it go.
Yeah, dude. He should have let that go a long time ago. I mean, it's got to be plugs, right?
I don't know, but it looks really bad.
I think it's plugs. Because do you remember seeing the clips of his headband like pulling his hair out of his head?
No.
You haven't seen that, bro?
I don't get on my knees for LeBron like you do.
Well, some of us do. Hold up, I gotta show you this.
What would your walk-up song for baseball be?
Walk-up song for baseball?
Yeah, because you didn't actually get to have a walk-up song because you didn't play high school baseball.
True. I wouldn't be the song, but for some reason, "No Hands" by freaking Waka Flocka just came into my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, that's fake. That's fake hair.
I'll make sure I save that. Yeah, no, it's fake. Yeah, he's got to let it go. I mean, I don't know why you don't, because you would.
Kobe and Michael, I mean, just shave it off.
He's trying to be unique, I guess. He's like, I'm the NBA player that never lost my hair.
Bro, it's like me trying to save my hair. Just give it up.
I wonder if it just makes him feel like he's not 40.
I mean, the bro's been in the league for 18 years.
It's kind of insane.
You know who's still in the league? Al Horford.
Is he still playing?
I think he's the active, now that Udonis Haslem now that Udonis Haslem's retired, I think he might be the oldest active player in the NBA.
Dang. Hey Siri, who's the oldest player in the NBA?
It's LeBron James.
No way. How old's Al Horford?
Because I'm pretty sure Al Horford played at Florida in like 2007, 2008, right?
Yeah.
He is 38.
Dang.
That's old.
And think about how old Al Horford seems, and LeBron's still dropping 30.
Yeah. And Al Horford's not dropping 30.
No. Do you remember when Carmelo was falling off? Like 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
You know him and LeBron are the same year?
Yeah. I know. They're the same draft class.
It's insane, dude.
That draft class was crazy. So Al Horford won his first NBA championship this past year with the Boston Celtics, yeah.
You know what people don't talk about, and it's crazy that I would be the one to say this? It would benefit the NBA a lot if they were allowing LeBron to be like on some sort of enhancer.
Yeah, kind of like Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire and all those guys were back in the day.
And they were just kind of turning
Everybody said he's like blood doping.
LeBron?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that means.
It's like what Lance Armstrong did and all those guys where they take your blood and like cycle it and they put it back inside of you.
I think that's what Magic Johnson had to do.
All right, welcome back to Cool or Not Cool, where the rules are made up and the points don't matter. I need you to look underneath your little nightstand here and pull out the item that's underneath you. That will be your Cool or Not Cool item today. Other side.
Nice.
Cool or Not Cool item number 1. Give us a description of what you're seeing here.
Ooh, a chain.
Show the camera.
We got a chain right here. We got the Sonic the Hedgehog chain. Freaking blinged out.
That's some ice. I don't think I've ever had Sonic the Hedgehog hat.
Ice? Sonic the Hedgehog
Sonic
ice?
the Hedgehog ice.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. I'm going to go with not cool.
I'm going to go not cool as well. I don't know why you would bring that.
That's crazy.
Someone didn't bring their item that they're supposed to bring every week.
Oh, that's my bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
I'll remember that next time.
So this is the new item that I'm collecting every year at the Masters. Most people collect golf flags.
Okay.
You know, like the flags, kind of like this.
Yeah.
But this year, or I guess I got it last year, these are mini putters, like you put on your desk. And it even has like the year on there. So right on the face, I will have to show another camera. But right on the face, it shows 2023 with a little flag on it. It's got a real grip. So I'm going to get one of these every single year.
Dude.
Test this out.
And it's like actually a 45-degree hang.
This toe hang on it. It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Man, that's really cool. How have I never seen one of these before? It's almost the size of my putter.
That's what Melosi's putter is. Melosi's getting strays.
That's crazy. Dang, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a great
so
collectible.
I won't be giving this one away, but we'll buy 2 at the Masters this year.
Okay,
and
yeah.
We'll give that one away.
So if we both say that's cool, we'll buy one of the Masters.
Yeah.
Give that away.
And give that one away. Sound good?
I'll go with cool then.
I'll go with cool too. What about you, Denver? Are you going to say cool with that one too? Is that cool? We can talk about our brand new Seymour putter partnership.
Yeah, so this is something that most people don't know. The Liongo Balance putter has actually been around for much longer than people think. Lab Golf, obviously they're named after that, but they didn't invent that.
No.
It was actually invented by a company called Seymour Putters, which ironically is out of Franklin,
It's in
Tennessee.
our backyard. If you threw a baseball really far, you could probably throw it from here.
Yeah.
You could probably hit a driver from here to the headquarters.
That's possible. Yeah, that's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, Seymour Putters. So obviously last year there was a lot of hype around Bryson winning the U.S. Open, the same place that Payne Stewart won the U.S. Open. And the putter he used, believe it or not, was actually a Seymour putter.
Yeah, the famous statue of Payne Stewart, like doing this. Mm-hmm. In that statue, he's holding a Seymour putter. Mm-hmm. And we've officially signed
a putter deal.
We've signed a putter deal to be exclusive with Seymour Putters, and we're going to have a lot of cool stuff coming out here shortly.
Yeah, I mean, this is honestly really cool. That's a company that, like, kind of how this worked out. You know, you can look across the board and be like, well, these people might pay us this much. This people might pay us this much. Where it was like, we don't care how much they pay us. We want to sign with Seymour.
We want to be a part of a cool company that believes in our content, but also, like, we're not just one in a batch. You know, like, we'll be able to do some one-of-one custom putters, some limited edition putters, some really cool giveaways of putters for free.
Yeah.
So I think some stuff that they really want to get in this space, we really want to work with them, and it just made, honestly, it was too good to be true. I was like, this is awesome. Zach Johnson used the putter to win the Masters in 2015. They make some dang good putters and make some really cool putters.
What's really cool about them, too, is all of these pro players that have used the Seymour putters, they've never paid any of them.
Yeah.
So every player that's used their putter is doing it purely because it's that good of a putter. Most people, and then what's crazy is even some pro players now use Seymours until they signed a club deal with other club companies, and they just remade essentially the Seymour putter because they were not trying to play that company's putter.
It's crazy.
I mean, as far as the real deal goes, it's cool. And one of my favorite things about it is they kind of have that underground feel where it's one of the best products out there, but they're not like broadcasted to the whole world.
They've never spent a dime on marketing. It's just been word of mouth. They're in some PGA Superstores, in some golf superstores, but
yeah, it's cool just to kind of like, if you know about Seymour putters, you know they're legit.
We're also going to give you like behind the scenes tour of their headquarters. They're going to be. We'll make a video of us actually getting our putters made.
Yeah,
which will be really cool as well.
That'd be super
so
cool.
We're going to have a whole fitting. Right now we're just playing some stock putters, but we're going to have a full fitting to figure out which model and what lie and what length and everything that we need. So it's going to be some really cool stuff. But we never want to sign a partnership deal unless our followers or subscribers don't benefit from it.
Yeah.
So we're going to figure out whether it's some giveaways or something. So we're going to make sure everybody's winning in the circumstances here.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm legitimately already putting so much better. Y'all saw it in our video we did with Gavin. I mean, it's already changed my putting game. Something about just the confidence of getting up and knowing the feel, the distance, like it's so good.
Yeah, so we got these two putters with the week before we were going to the PGA show, but Connor wasn't with me, so I was just able to run in and I had to pick out his grip and I had to pick out his head cover. And the guy was like, I feel like he wants something that's just different from everybody else. I'm like, yep. So we got him a purple grip and a pink head cover.
Nailed it.
I was like, this is perfect.
I love it.
And then mine's just black.
Yep. Yeah.
That's kind of all we can talk about right now. There, you got some other cool things coming down the chain that we can't talk about yet, but some really cool partnership opportunities that y'all will for sure benefit from.
It's kind of insane, that we're getting paid to play a putter, and it's one that we love.
I think I might be the worst putter ever to get a putter deal. Think about that. Who else is worse than me than putting that's getting paid to use a putter?
You think Bobby's better than you?
Yeah, his name is Bobby Flatstick. Whoa.
That's true. Bobby's got the flat stick going. Yeah, no, it's true. Well, I'm pumped about that, but
it's a dream.
That's probably all we got for today, yeah?
Yeah, it is. It's been fun. Until next week.
Yeah, it's been real. Shout out to the new chairs.
Yeah, this is a Facebook Marketplace find. Facebook Marketplace is one of my favorite things ever. $50 for 2 leather chairs. She goes, I don't think you realize how much like bad in shape they are. I'm like, nah, they're going in our man cave. They're going to be torn up anyways.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, there's some good stuff in there.
Well, all right. Thanks for hanging out at the Average Golf Club. We will see you guys next week.
Subscribe. Toodles.